Hi friends, thanks very much for joining me. It is the longest month ever, 31st of July, and I'm so glad to see the tail end of it. 6 months is such a long time, and especially after a year that I've had, I'm starting to fall into these YOLO moments. Anyway, for those of you who are new here, my name is Chrissy. I'm a 39-year-old Canadian expat living in London, chasing the dream. Well, I'm paying off just over £9,000 worth of credit card debt on a single income. Now, I have had a lot of fun over the last 2 weeks, and I do not relish. I guess that's the word I'm going to use. I do not relish looking at my expenses at this time because I'm having so much fun. But in order for me to actually even try to budget for August, I think I eventually it's inevitable that I do have to face music. So today's video is all about checking in and seeing how much I can roll over for August's budget. So I'm trying to close out July. So I'm just going to get straight into it. Let's zoom you right in. So the last date that I actually checked out was the 16th. If you notice, there's a little bit of a Tipex stain over there. My personal spend was $25.70, but after filming, I went out for a drink because I just literally go downstairs and go across the street and the local pub is there. So if I'm by myself and I need to meet friends, and rather than watch TV, I just fancy seeing some friends and seeing them for a drink. So 33.31 is what I spent that day. I tied £20 that day. So now let's move over to the 17th. On that day, I have my investment flat mortgage came out. $334.91 came out. I did a no spend day because I realized how expensive the previous weeks were. On the 18th, it didn't really, I've fallen off the wagon. So my every intention, I spent £10.50 on groceries, but my every intention was to stay at home, make dinner for lunch, and for lunch the following day to the office. But no, that's not what I did. I actually accepted a dinner date with a friend where I went to spend £27 in a restaurant and £7 for a glass of wine. So there you go. Moving on to the 19th, I did go to the office that day, and I brought my lunch, which is, high five me for bringing a lunch. But I also spent £8.40 for the trains, £1.90 for a couple of croissants, and I ate my lunch, of course. And then when I went home, it was still bright and sunny outside. And I was like, what am I going to do? I feel like doing something. So I met up with a friend and we watched Insidious together. We went to McDonald's and we had a Burger King. So there you go. £34.63 is what I spent that day. So two high spend days, which is not great. BT came out on the following day. This is my broadband, £34.30 for my subscription. And I needed cigarettes, so I spent £24.50. $23.70 of that was for cigarettes, and I think the remainder was for, a small pint of milk. The 21st is the Friday, and that is when I get paid for my side hustle. I received £148.44. That is also the same day my credit card from HSBC came out. $45.53 was my minimum payment, and my personal spend that day was £17.31. And what I can tell you about that day is that I had that evening off, and I decided that I'm not going to spend Friday night by myself, so I went out to the local and spent that money. There we go. So Saturday, no spend day. I had a double shift at the pub, which was great because I didn't get to spend any money. So I got paid, I made money, and I got fed twice. So that was a killer day. The next day is the Sunday. So the Sunday I worked in the morning, which was great because I only worked a 6-hour shift. So I got off early, and a couple others got off early as well. So what did we do? We went out to the pub again for a couple of drinks, and $17.06 is what I spent on myself. I tied £20 to church every week, and that's exactly what happened that Sunday. Moving on to the 24th. 24th was a debit heavy month. So a lot of my, the remainder of my subscriptions came out. So my cell phone was £18.82, but now it's £16. So that's what came out there. Virgin credit card, 5114 for my minimum payment came out. And my Pure Gym is, 1549. I should also mention that I'm missing a couple of little things here because I did make extra payments what I budgeted, but I'll go through that later. So that day I spent £38.80. I spent a good £15 on groceries, and I bought some cigarettes that day too. The following day I decided to get what did I get? Oh my goodness. Okay. I joined a friend to on this Groupon thing where we're gonna have like massages, and it comes with like, yeah, and you know what? Because I worked so hard over the weekend, I was like, a back massage would be really nice. So I spent £32 on a deep tissue massage. I don't regret it. I really did enjoy it, but it was a really warm day and I just feel like it could have been better spent on another time. Anyway, I did that, and I also went out for dinner, which, you know, it turned out to be such a girly evening. So yeah, £51 is what I spent the entire day, which was not ideal, but that's exactly what happened, and it's a YOLO moment for me. The 26th, I went out to the office, which was fantastic because I spent exactly £20, exactly what my daily budget is. So of course, I do the normal. It's about £8.40 for TFL. I have got some croissants, and I remember buying a milkshake, but I forgot how much it was, but I did spend £20 there. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday the 27th, I spent $13.05 because I dropped a packet of cigarettes and then I needed to buy another, which is so annoying because I did work that evening and all the shops were closed by the time my shift was done. So I had to pay the premium price for that. The 28th, I got paid £195 and 12 pence. My personal spend that day was $24.85, and this is where I resetted my personal allowance for cigarettes. I bought 2 boxes, and I bought a couple of snacks there as well. The following day, this is well planned, like 2 months before. I planned on going to a brunch dinner, and I already prepaid for this, but I'm gonna add it to that day's budget. My personal spend was $65.14. Can you believe that? So with service charge and everything, I think I paid £42 for £42 for this gorgeous lunch. It had lobster, it had steak, it had unlimited mojitos, and this was all planned. I had really good company, and we stayed there. I think I hung out with them for a good 5 hours, and it was money well spent. I decided to take an Uber home because I was just way too far out. So I paid about £23.14 for an Uber. So that's exactly what happened there. My personal spend on the 30th was a no spend day. I didn't do anything on Sunday except for work. I tied £20 as well. And today, where I thought I'd have another no spend day, is £15.70 is what I actually spent. So looking at the actual month ahead, let's see here. Okay, so I'm just gonna close out July. Excuse me here. So $11.95 came out when? Oh, it came out today. Oh, I should write that down. Hold on. No, did I? No, $11.95 came out on Friday. Sorry about that. HSBC A $11.95. There we go. That makes me feel better. Sorry. And when I did pay, I think my last check-in, I put some credit card payments down here, so I'm gonna stick those credit card payments later. Anyway, looking at that, I'm gonna say here, for my fixed expenses, I'm gonna say there's no changes because obviously there's no difference from what I budgeted at all. So it was a perfect budget for fixed expenses. So I'm gonna say 1541.60 is what I spent, and there's no difference there. Now with my variable expenses, what did I spend today? 1570. So 1570 is what I had for week 6. 1570 minus 20 is £4.30. So I have an extra £4.30 today. And overall, I'm just going to quickly calculate what I actually spent for what the actual cost for my variables were. So £100 for the haircut, 41.08 for gas, 165.46 for miscellaneous. That is a ton of shopping, guys. I bought some clothes, I bought some new shoes, and I bought a blender. Oh geez, yeah. Oh, I lost myself now. Stop talking, Chris. $12.98 for week 1, 104.37 week 2, 166 week 3, 138 week 4, 212 pounds and 84 pence. I can't believe it, guys. I overspent 72 pounds and 84 pence last week. That's nuts. And 15 pounds 70. So I actually spent 991 pounds and 9 pence. Now, that is ridiculous. I know my personal expenses have just gone way out the window. I shouldn't have taken the Uber home. I shouldn't have done the facial. But, you know, I should have budgeted for these things. But, you know, we're here now and I'm still under my variable budget, which was, you know, I'm not going to give myself a hard time over it. So I'm just looking at what was left over. So $28.91 is what I underspent. Whew. And I've decided I'm not going to put in an extra credit card payment on that one because there's just no room, you know, like what's the point? So look at my investment flat here. There are no changes, so I spent exactly that. My savings, 522.23, exactly it, and 791.42, so which is just 386 lower than what I thought I'd said. That's because with Virgin, my minimum payment that I budgeted in my head would be £55, but it was actually 51.14. There we go. It's not that far off. At least I'm closer. So let's just do the final count here and find out what I'm going to roll over for August. So my income. Do I need to write it down? No, not really. Did I get a credit? I did get a credit, 1747. So 4311.886 plus 1747. My actual income that month was 432,933. My fix was bang on 1,541 pounds and 60 pence. And then my variable spend was 991.09. My investment flat was bang on 432.75. This doesn't normally change at all. And I did put 522 pounds and 23 pence into savings. So not a bad month for savings wise, but you know, I could have done more with the debt repayment piece. So what did I spend for debt repayment is 791.42 pounds. So hopefully my rollover is not going to be too bad. Let's just have a look here. 4329.33. Oh, let's do it this way. 1541.60 plus 991.09. For variables, 432.75 for my investment flat, 522.23 for my savings, and 791.42 for my debt repayment. So all in all, I spent 427.909. Let me write that down. Minus 4329.33. I'm actually rolling over 50 pounds and 24 pence, which is better than nothing. Although I could have done, I would have loved, I would have loved to put in some more in HSBC, because in my head I thought I would actually pay it off in August, but it seems far-fetched, if I'm gonna be honest with myself. Anyway, that is me for the end of this video. The next video I am filming for tomorrow is just reviewing my July's performance for my debt update. So yeah, I hope that was fun, because I didn't have fun looking at this. But yes, I'm trying to keep it real. But yes, thank you very much for joining me, and let's zoom you out, and have a wonderful day. I will speak to you tomorrow.